There's a saying here in Maine that goes something like this: spring is here, time to prepare for winter. So that's just what I'm doing. Fed up with slipping and sliding around on ice that we get here. We get probably 4 or 5 inches of ice every time it rains in the winter. And I used to use these strap-on spikes. They work very well, but they make getting boots on and off very difficult. So looking online, I found these tyre studs that are normally used in car tyres, and thought I'd give them a try. They're available on Amazon, different lengths, 9mm, 12mm. I found on my particular boot that the 12mm suited them best. They've got a very, very thick sole, but you want to make sure that your boots are not thin-soled, otherwise you'll find a very painful experience every time you put your boots on. One thing I did find is that the adapter which fits in the drill is pretty poorly made. This particular one wouldn't hold the studs, kept falling out, and when you spin it they just drop straight out. Luckily I had another one which was better, but what that did is it would lock the stud into the adapter, so you had to reverse the drill to get them out. You'll see that as you see these going in, they actually lock into the actual adapter more than they do the actual boot. But after a while I got used to the process, and just by backing off or putting the drill in reverse and very slightly reversing the drill, it would release much easier, much quicker from the stud. Because in one instance, before I found out this was the best way to do it, it almost pulled the stud out in this instance. These studs come in packs of 100, and on Amazon they work out about $12. I used 100 studs to do these 2 pairs of boots, but I think I'll probably order another pack just in case I miss some or lose some during the winter. I've been wearing these now in the mud and on the dirt, gravel roads and things like that, and none of the studs have fallen out, but the ice may be a different kettle of fish. Here you see one of the shoes almost complete, just putting the last few studs in. Oops, there you go. They don't hold in these adapters very well. After the winter season's over, I'll post another video with the progress of how they stood up to the winter. As I say, in New England, Maine, we get a tremendous amount of snow and an awful lot of ice. Every time it rains in the winter, it turns to ice almost immediately, and it's often we get 4 to 6 inches of ice on the driveway. And as I've got a 300-foot driveway, walking up and down there is very risky without studs or without some means of protecting yourself from the slippery ice. These boots, by the way, also came from Amazon. I think one pair was $15, the other about $30. I was getting very, very fed up with purchasing rubber boots at $70 a pair, which only lasted one season. All of them, without exception, cracked on the heel. No matter what make I purchased, they all cracked on the heels. I guess it's because of the cold weather. We often get -5, -10 degree days, and I'm out there with a snowblower clearing the snow for 2 or 3 hours. It takes its toll on the boots. I've used these studs on my car tyres which were actually made to take studs, and they worked very well for quite a number of years. I did lose a few studs, but overall they lasted very well, so hopefully they'll last just as well on these shoes, or boots I should say. Well, I hope this has given you some food for thought. Hopefully it's going to be safer than just walking around on the ice without studs, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Have a good day. Take care.